Hey there and welcome to the shop. Today on Dubro 101, I've got an upgrade I want to take care of on my glow fuel, and I'm getting into gas fueling, so I thought I would get 2 fresh fill-in stations. I've noticed that a bunch of people in the comments on the website have had a little bit of struggle with these, so I thought I'd make a quick video to make things clear, concise, and easy for you to assemble and service these. Now, first of all, these are 2 separate styles of filling stations, and one is specifically designed for bottles and one is specifically designed for cans. What's nice about them is that you can use either or. We know that glow fuel can come in cans as well. So there's a little caddy for a glow igniter as well as a glow plug wrench. You can order the fill-in station with both of those as well for the plastic bottle. But if you're going to be using a can with gasoline, I highly recommend that you get the correctly compatible fuel tubing. Tygon tubing is what you need for gasoline. The silicone tubing will not be compatible, so make sure you do that. The plastics and all the other hardware is compatible with both different types of fuel, so you should be all set to go with all of the included hardware. One additional thing that you can consider for your fueling station is the fuel line clips. If you feel like you're using larger tubing that you prefer over top of the included tubing that's in each of the kit, then the clips are a good way to keep things securely in place. If not, then the supplied tubing will do just fine. One other tool that you will need specifically for the can is you will have to drill a hole in your can cap, and that requires a 1/2 inch drill bit. I'm going to be doing that on my drill press, so just so that you know that can be a safety hazard as well. So maybe use a leather glove if you're holding this by hand, but I would recommend you use some channel locks or something similar to that to hold in place while you do your drilling. With all of my talking out of the way, let's go ahead, open up the kit contents and get started. I'm going to walk you through each step of the way. We'll go through each one. Feel free to pause the video and do what you need to do to make sure that everything is assembled right for your kit. So what I like to do is always just open everything up. It comes with a really nice informational sheet with an assembly diagram. Let's keep that handy. And we're just going to make sure that all the parts are here and set everything out so that it's ready for as we go through each of the instructions. Okay, so with each part laid out on the work table, we're going to go through each step and make sure that we follow each direction one at a time. First, we're going to mount the fuel pump tube bracket using 632 by 1/2 inch socket head cap screws and lock nuts. The next step is to screw the fuel cap to the bottle and place a bracket onto the cap, making sure that the pump crank is clear of the fuel bottle handle, and then you're going to mark positions. Remove the bracket and cap and install the quick fuel cap fitting to the cap and bracket. Be sure that the small O-rings are in place. Tighten and snug the nylon nut. Remove the bracket and cap. Install the quick fill fuel cap fitting to the cap and bracket. Be sure that the small O-rings are in place. Tighten just snugly the nylon nut. Be sure that your marks are lined up as you assemble this, otherwise you'll have yourself a bit of a hard time taking everything apart and doing it all over again. Notice how I didn't use any tools to snug that nut. You don't want it too tight. Cut an 11-inch piece of tubing and connect to the pickup filter and bottom fitting of the quick fill fuel cap fitting. Be sure that the filter at the bottom of the tank is snugly in place. This item can be replaced down the road. Now you're going to screw the assembly to the fuel bottle using the large O-ring between the cap and the bottle. Again, you don't want this too tight, only just to keep it snug. Now we're going to cut a 5-inch piece of tubing and connect that to the pump and side of the quick fill fuel cap fitting as shown on the diagram. Now connect the remaining length of tubing to the pump and the fueling probe, and you're ready to go. Note that there are 2 storage mounts for spare glow plugs. You can also place a 4-way wrench into the large hole on the bracket. The other holes are for screwdrivers, ball drivers, or other tools that you might need at the field. And don't forget, your glow starter can be hung by the bottle as well. For the fuel can version of the Fillin Station, we're going to approach it exactly the same. We're going to unpack all the contents and review the instructions. Since I'll be using this installation with gasoline, I'll be removing my silicone tubing and replacing it with Tygon tubing. The first thing you want to do is mount the fuel pump to the bracket using 632 by 1/2 inch socket head cap screws and the lock nuts. For your next step, you're going to want to remove the cap from your fuel can, and you're going to drill a 1/2 inch hole through the top. If there is any remaining fuel in your existing cap, make sure you wipe that out first in the event that there are any sparks and that could cause a fire. Next, install the quick fill fuel cap fitting to the fuel can cap. Be sure that the O-ring is in place and tighten or snug the nylon nut. Some needle nose pliers will do wonders to help get these O-rings down on place. Alright, so I'm going to use my needle nose pliers just as a means to hold the nut because my fingers are just too big to get inside this cap. So I'm feeling the resistance of getting the O-ring down as well as tightening things, and I'm just going to get it to be snug, not tight. I can still move it by hand. It's snug, but it's sealed. Now cut a 9-inch piece of tubing and connect it to the pickup filter and the bottom fitting of the quick fill fuel cap fitting. Screw the assembly to the fuel can. Again, make sure that you've got the filter in place at the bottom of your tubing. This piece can be replaced at a later time if you need to. Next, you're going to mount the handle to the bracket using the 1032 by 1 1/4 inch socket head cap screws, and you're going to use the lock nuts for that as well. So now you're going to press the 632 lock nuts into the bottom of the support plate. And with the support plate prepared, you can slide it under the fuel can handle and mount the bracket to the support plate. Next on our list is to cut a 9-inch piece of tubing and connect it to the pump and side fitting of the quick fill fuel cap fitting as shown. I opted to put my lid on the can last, and that was clearly a mistake. Always follow the directions. Now take your remaining piece of tubing and go ahead and connect it to the filling probe as well as the filling cap. And then take the other end and attach it to your pump. And you're done. Go ahead and test your pump to make sure that it's working. And it is. There are also holes for your glow plug igniter if you have a glow fuel in a can, and there are also spots for screwdrivers or ball drivers or whatever tools that you may need. And as well, there's always the glow plug igniter holder too. And that's all there is to it. There's just some things along the way that you've got to meticulously go through the instructions for. We're in this hobby. We know how to assemble things, and we also know how to follow instructions. And I hope that this video is able to better visualize those instructions for you. And keep in mind that all of these things can be purchased, and all of the accessories for them can be purchased at Dubro.com. And make sure you check them out for all of your other hobby hardware needs.